Alrighty, the first Twitch stream of 2022. It's a new year. And do you know what that means? It means more new video games we're playing on this channel. Re-enter your password, please. Re-enter your Ubisoft account password to play this game. Freaking screw you. I started doing a live stream earlier today, but family stuff came up and we had to cancel it. And the same thing happened. I entered my password earlier today already. Why do you need my freaking Ubisoft password every time I try to boot up this game? Anyway, we're off to a freaking great start. So, it's been an annual tradition around here for on the first day. Oh, there's no transition there at all. It just cut over. Thanks, OBS. But it's been our tradition around here for the past few years to continue with the Assassin's Creed series every year on like the first day of the year. Because 2019 we started with Assassin's Creed 1 on January 1st because that semester I was doing my use of history and video games class. And I was doing my essay on Assassin's Creed 2, so I was like, okay, time to start the Assassin's Creed series. So we started with 1, I freaking bum rushed it, we got to 2 so I could write my essay on it and stuff, and so that was that situation. And in 2019, we went all the way up to Assassin's Creed 3. We did some good progress in this series during 2019. 2020 was a bit slower. We did continue with the tradition of continuing with Assassin's Creed on the first day of the year, where we started my favorite Assassin's Creed game being 4, and I did that in full cosplay, and that was actually hella fun, so we did that then. A decent while passed and I decided to play Rogue last summer just so that we get more than one Assassin's Creed game done in the year. And now it is January 1st of a new year, January 2nd for anybody watching this on YouTube after the fact, and what we have next is Assassin's Creed Unity. This is a game that, like, hey silly doggy, that I kind of liked when it came out, but at the same time, I did not press anything. Okay, well, it's opening cutscene now.
Is not lost.
Is there subtitles? Okay, there's not. I can't open a menu right now.
Encoded in the double helix.
Oh, wow.
Experiences of our
I'll give my whole
ancestors.
spiel when this is
After
done, I
3
guess.
decades of research, our engineers have forged the cutting edge of biotechnological.
Our engineers have forged the most famously buggy Assassin's Creed game ever. I've heard that a lot of the bugs of this game got fixed since then.
Into the past.
I haven't played this game since it first came out, so this is gonna be weird. Playing Assassin's Creed Unity in 2022. Like,
Moments in history.
what's this gonna be like?
All from the comfort of home.
Wow.
Welcome.
PlayStation. No, hashtag not sponsored, but could be.
Where the past is your playground.
Only to be used under direct supervision, did that just say? So I played this game when it first came out, and I haven't really played it since then. I remember this, and I remember being super confused by this, because I was like, how do I unlock these? I don't think you ever unlock these. I don't think you do. I think this is literally just like a demo example thingamabob where it's like, oh, this is what Helix looks like. So I was so confused for so long playing this game because I don't think you unlock these, like, ever at all. I don't think. I'll adjust the doogie cam here a little bit. But, Assassin's Creed 4 was my favorite game in the series. I freaking adored that game. So with Assassin's Creed Unity, I was one of the people that was like really unhealthily hyped for it, especially after like the marketing and trailers for that game. Let's face it, were incredible. I feel like the main Assassin's Creed Unity trailer is probably one of the best game trailers I've ever seen, honestly. But it freaking released, it had so many gosh dang glitches. It was one of those games where it's like, I liked it, but I also didn't like it, but in a way where I still put a lot of hours into it. I don't remember how many hours I put in, but I remember putting a decent bit of time into it. But it was the game that also put a decent bit of a sour taste in my mouth for the series, where, you know, I didn't pick up Syndicate at launch. So I liked Unity, but I didn't like it enough to pick up the next game after I was, you know, really into it after Black Flag. So I only picked up Syndicate, like, on sale way later down the line, and I've never even beat it. I got, like, halfway through it, and I've never even beaten Syndicate. And I haven't played any of the newer ones of, like, Origins, Odyssey, or Valhalla, or anything like that. Also, Shuck coming out of nowhere, ready with a party of 2. Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition. I hope your stream went well, Shuck. Welcome to the Assassin's Creed shenanigans over here. How are you doing today? Shuck, oh, by the way, Shuck, you own this game. You've never played it before. But if you do, this was like the one Assassin's Creed game that had like the multiplayer co-op if you ever wanted to play some multiplayer co-op. I don't think I have anybody to play this game with. The Steam Winter Sale is still going on right now, so I think it's like $5 if there's anyone that's interested in picking it up on Steam and playing and stuff. But, hey, silly doggy. So, yeah, I've heard that a lot of the glitches and such got fixed since then. I don't remember a whole lot about this game. I just remember, you know, putting a decent bit of hours into it and liking it, but also not liking it. So, when did this come out? 2014? It's 2022 now, so it's like, it's 7 years later since it's, you know, the first of this year. If you want to count it as 2022 to 2014, then you could say 8 years, even though it's closer to 7, though. But, so, it's coming up on 8 years now, you could say. And I haven't played it since, like, the year it came out. So, what is this gonna be like, playing this game in 2022? I honestly don't know. After playing all the Assassin's Creed games up to this point over the past couple of years on this channel, coming back to this game now, am I going to love it? Am I going to hate it? Can I pause it now? Oh, I can pause it like that, but I wanted to see if I could turn on subtitles. Oh, well. We'll turn them on later, I suppose. I feel like I'm either going to love or hate this game. I don't know which it's gonna be. I think it was both back then. I think I loved and hated this game back then.
The Council's message was absolute. You're not welcome here.
I must speak with the Grand Master.
He's in session. They all are.
They all
Another
are.
day, perhaps.
King Philip disagrees.
Damn you, man.
Did you draw Among Us on that paper, darn you? I remember drawing that in freaking Mario Party recently,
You're
and
not rotting in a cell at this moment. I cannot fathom.
people hated me for it. Oh, nice lag. The whole universe had to freeze for a moment because that guy got stabbed so hard. I very, very faintly remember this. It's been so dang long. Like, games like Black Flag I've come to and played again since they came out because I loved Black Flag so much. But it's been so long since I've played this. Isn't there like a tutorial gameplay bit in this?
Come with me.
Maybe? There is, isn't there? Okay. So, we're going back to PC. We played the America's Trilogy on the Switch, but we're going back to PC for the other games. And hello, Carvia. Happy New Year to you as well. How are you doing today? Options. Let's see here. Would it be in... Credits Dead Kings? Let's see here. Rift guides. What the heck is the Rift? A companion app. Oh. Does that still exist? I remember that being a thing. There was like an app you could get on your phone and you could like look at the map and like be doing stuff on the side when you're not even, you know, at your computer or anything like that. Does that app still exist, I wonder? Subtitles on. Okay. I wonder if that app still exists. Alright, so new game, new gameplay engine. The America's Trilogy had a gameplay engine, and now this one has a new one. So, Altair to Ezio's games had one gameplay engine. The America's Trilogy had another gameplay engine, and now this one has another different gameplay engine. Does Syndicate have Unity's engine? I don't remember.
Go to the take the sword and the book and hide them. They must not fall into the assassin's hands.
They must not. Go! Okay, hold on. Before the free running thingamabob, let me just adjust the doogie cam. Whoa, but happy New Year's all around. I'm doing pretty alrighty here. I actually started streaming this game like earlier today, but then it seemed like all of a sudden we were going over to my my uncle's place and whatnot, and having some dinner over there and playing games with my two little cousins who adore me and such. So that's what we did, and we played some Smash Bros. We played some Pikmin and such. I appreciate the follow there, anti-vaxxer. Whoa. My, oh my, I guess that's how we're attacking now. Find it. Okay, will do. This seems very, very faintly familiar, but it has been so dang long that like, oh, okay, so free running tutorial, I guess now, is what it is. Okay, but yeah, so 2021 was one heck of a year. A lot of stuff has happened since the last game in the series we played of Rogue. For one, I have a mustache now, for example. That's new. It might not last for super long. I was just planning on leaving it on through the holidays, so I don't know how long that's gonna last, but we shall see. Oh yeah, this is the game that introduced like the free run up and free run down buttons. I forgot about that. So it's like you hold A for free run up and the B for free run down. I forgot that was a thing in this game, honestly. But hello, welcome to the shenanigans. RTA climb up. We're in the middle of a game that I have not played in forever, but we always play Assassin's Creed during the New Year's, so here we are. Enjoy the lurk there, Carvia. Stop who? Who? Don't let who through? I'm so confused. I'm actually so freaking confused right now. Also, one last thing I should check. Something that is going to be way better on this machine than when I played, you know, way back in the day is the graphics should be way, way, way better. Let's see here. Aspect ratio, yep. Resolution, yep. Window mode, brightness, graphics quality, high, very high, ultra high. I'm running a freaking RTX 3070. I should be able to run ultra high, right? Advanced graphics. Soft shadows. Yeah, we can try it. Hello, Twitch boy Jim again. Welcome into the new year with Assassin's Creed. Here we are. I wonder if we'll probably continue the tradition next year. We shall see. Always gotta start Assassin's Creed with a new year. What better way to start a new year than to look back at the past, you know? And this time we're gonna be in the French Revolution. It's not the French Revolution yet. This is a freaking opening tutorial thing. Kill this. Okay, I get. I'm running so slow. My good gracious. I guess we're going this way. Yeah, I think this whole section is used for like tutorial and like some setup of the lore, but it's just that. I don't think that this is like ever revisited or anything like that. Over the barrels we go. Over the barrels. We have places to be after all. Running. Can I run faster than this maybe? Hello? Find the assassin. Oh yeah, I forgot. This game introduced rather than just desynchronizing you if you lose a target, it would like, oh my, press B to parry. Instead of, you know, just desynchronizing you if you lose a target, it now changes the objective to like find a target so that, you know, it's whoa, so that, you know, you don't just have to start from the beginning again. Hi, silly doggy. Stop. Okay, well, the doogie's going, I guess. Press A to dodge. Okay. Yeah, so this game, one of the goals of it, I remember, was to try to fix how people were complaining that combat was too easy. In the Americas trilogies, it was like, if you just knew how all the guards worked, you could just, like, basically never take damage if you played well. So, okay, I'm getting flashbang now. So I remember this game, one of its goals was to make combat actually like challenging again, or make it so that like if there's 1 or 2, maybe even 3 guys, you can take them on, but if there's a crowd, you're probably screwed, especially at like lower levels. I believe this was also the first game that started turning the series into like way more RPG-ified games. Is that a word? Maybe? By having like skill trees and different ways that you could augment your character and stuff. I think it's gonna be so weird coming back to this and like remembering all of how this worked and stuff. Did I just get the sound for like getting money? Oh, a sword. Thunderbolt Zeke. Yeah, so it sets up the lore of the sword. For the MacGuffin of this game. SpongeBob will never find my secret box. Gotta make sure it's in like the nicest looking place in the whole secret room. Wouldn't want to hide it within the secret room. In a more secretive place. Have it looking pretty. One secret room is enough. No, not the guy whose name I didn't know. Rude. Apparently he doesn't care about lightning. No, the sword isn't in his pockets! 7 years later. I thought it would have been more than that. Oh, because it's more lore stuff. I was like, what the hell happened 7 years later? Because this is like centuries before. Decent bit more than centuries before stuff.
Hear me? Before this year is out, you will answer for your crimes before God Almighty. And you, King Philip, No
He looks kind of like
punishment is too heinous
Prince
for the
Farquaad.
great evil you have inflicted upon the temple.
Doesn't he?
I curse you!
Prince Farquaad's
Curse you to the
father.
13th generation of your blood!
That's very specific.
Be cursed!
Yeah, I remember Unity was like the first Assassin's Creed game that started getting like really, really good graphics.
Thus came the age of true wisdom.
In my opinion, Brotherhood was when Assassin's Creed started getting good graphics,
Once the proud shepherd
and Unity was when it started getting really, really good graphics.
were no more.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's get a sniffer running.
Oh yeah, what was the modern day plot in this one? I don't remember.
Okay.
Isn't there like no modern day gameplay? It's just like you're behind a screen and it's just like, hey there, you're gonna go play in the French Revolution. Have fun.
But that's as much as you'll get today.
Oh boy.
Please listen carefully. Abstergo is using you.
Oh no.
Hijacking your neurons to help them sift through genetic memory data.
I hate it when that
These guys
happens.
have their fingers in countless corporations, governments, media outlets, and NGOs. But now, they want control over history itself. If
It
that
doesn't. There's a lot of people who already try to exert that.
Your help.
It's not really anything new.
AD 16, B13, I-87.
Wow, you just have that memorized?
Last week, we gained access to a bank of unsequenced memories in Abstergo's Helix servers.
Wow.
Right now, we'd like you to experience a small sample. This should help you understand our struggle.
It's a
After that,
mixtape we put
you can
together.
decide for yourself what comes next. We'll be waiting.
Isn't there no choice though? Because otherwise you wouldn't have a video game. I think. Well, but yeah, it is a Thundaga sword indeed, or like a Levin sword or something. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Another cutscene. It's literally right where we left off with Rogue. Didn't Arno's dad glitch through the door when we played Rogue? Glitches in AC games are so funny.
Arno,
Can't I go with you, Father?
courage, my boy. You wait just here. I will return when this hand reaches the top.
That's forever.
Not as long as all that. And when I get back, we'll see the fireworks. And Arno, no exploring, hmm?
Yes, Father.
Time to explore. There's nobody here. It was so crowded when we were here in Rogue. My goodness, after playing like all the games up to this point and seeing like the eye details in this one, my good gracious, that's so... What just happened to your hair? What, okay, well, we're here now, I guess. I'm not quite sure what's meant by that. Do you mean like remembering like Shay's face? Because we don't ever see him in this game, I don't think. Like we have like the little connections to Unity at the end of Rogue, but the freaking run. Away we go. Okay, now it looks a little bit better, I think. Or maybe it's the exact same and I'm losing my mind. Who knows? Let me leave. Let me out of here. What? Did you go through? I guess you just went through here. Okay, you're just way ahead of me. I was like, did you phase through the wall? What happened? Oh, now there's people. No. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. Stop them. Well, follow the girl. Okay. Will do. Yeah, this was definitely a massive graphical step up for the series, for sure. It's so weird playing this game after... Oh, I thought it was a cutscene, so I turned off my camera. Steal an apple. Be steal an apple.
Thief! Put that back!
So, Breaker Pursuer's line of sight to create a last known position. Yeah, so that's the last known position. Dang it! Darn you! Ah! No! Ah! Dang, I suck at this! Alright, when they lose sight of you, they investigate the last known position. He couldn't have kept running around the corner over there, could he have? So guards get smarter in this game, but not too much smarter. Overhead icon fills with yellow, the enemies are suspicious of you. When it completely fills with red, they will enter conflict. Last time I remember playing this game was when it was, you know, in its full glitchy glory. So who knows how glitchy slash stable it is now. Again, I heard that a lot of stuff got fixed apparently since then. But we'll see for ourselves. We'll see for ourselves if that's the case. Hello? Hello, why are you getting me to follow you? Through here, are we going on an adventure? Oh, sweet, we are. What is this? This is Assassin's Creed Unity.
Did you see their faces when we stole those apples?
And this is opening, what would you call it?
Oh, no. Elise.
Not like a prologue, but like a
So am I. He hasn't
setting up
finished
the
business
story.
with the king. What should we do now?
Why did the what should we do now remind me of the Master Skywalker? What are we going to do?
It was my fault. I'm the one who took the apple. Let's see where they're going.
Follow the guards. Okie doke. Well, running. They're getting away. We mustn't let them. Oh, that's a nice piano.
Hurry up.
I like to play a nice piano. I mean, this thing, of course, is Assassin's Creed Unity. So this is our main character here, Arno, and it's kind of setting up his backstory is what this section is. It's like a smidge of tutorial. Where's the assassin? He's right here. Except he's not an assassin yet. He won't be an assassin for a while, but this is way before that. He will become an assassin, though. It's the rule. It's an Assassin's Creed game.
Come here, girl. Now.
Father?
And something has happened to Father. No, but we already know what it is from the end of Assassin's Creed Rogue. Oh no. Now I won't be able to tell time anymore.
Come away, boy.
He's a dad in a video game. Are you really surprised he died? It's the rule. If you're a dad in a video game, you die.
Arno. Arno. Look at me.
And hello, young Drakeo. Finished the story yesterday, pretty fire, not gonna lie. It's been a long time since I played it. I remember there were, like, things I liked about it, some things I didn't like about it, but it had some interesting things going for it that you don't really see in a lot of the other AC games.
Fairly at cards, so you stoop to thieving, you bastard!
Calm down, Victor. I've only come for my watch.
It's my watch. I want it fairly.
Well, in a just world, Victor, I would agree with you, but this is not a just world. This is France.
You're a dead man.
Oh, step lightly there. You'll hurt yourself.
An NPC just stepped over it during this cutscene. That's probably not intended. Whoops, I freaking alt-tabbed off by accident for... Well, it wasn't by accident. I wanted to see if I could use my freaking stream tools, but gosh darn it. So, don't get tackled, pass over under objects. Who'd be tackling me? RTB past... Oh yeah, this is the free run down. Oh, this is how I run faster. By like doing like the free run down. If you want to go up, you do the free run up. It's been so dang long. I still don't know who's gonna tackle me, but kind of like how Arno looks like young Ezio here. I never even thought about it like that, but now that you mention it, he kind of does in a way. I like how he has a ponytail. Only cool dudes have ponytails. I need to pass over more things. I must pass them. The guards will try? No guards pursuing yet, but he got stuck on random people. Sweet.
Thick-headed blacksmith like you probably can't even read a watch.
Come over here and say that.
No.
Is this where I could potentially get tackled? Maybe. Okay. Well, and yeah, because this game was the one that introduced like multiplayer kind of things, you can see my username there of Acoustic Harmonia. Without the I, because there wasn't enough character space. Ow.
When to admit defeat, Victor?
as like my Ubisoft username thingamabob. Whoa. Like, a lot of the reason behind this game launching with a lot of glitches is because of how much extra time they put in, like, to get the multiplayer working, and them not delaying this game like it should have been, in my opinion. But in later games, they were like, oh, let's focus completely on making making completely single-player games, since the multiplayer is what made this game super glitchy. It's like, no, you didn't take as much time for this game as you should have, and only later fix the glitches, from what I hear, apparently. And I don't think the later games did that freaking co-op kind of stuff, which really sucks, because the co-op in this game was really cool, and I remember having a lot of fun with it, you know? So I know Syndicate doesn't have it. I haven't played any of the later ones yet, but yeah, the free run down. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot about that. That was one of the cool parts of this game. Yeah, the co-op in this game was really fun, so it'd be really cool if it was pursued more. I hear that the next game is apparently gonna be like a big multiplayer thing.
Your master's harboring a common criminal. In broad
We shall
daylight,
see.
He broke into my home and stole my watch.
Did he indeed? Well, I'm sure the Marshalsea would be more than willing to sort this out.
Sort what out, Olivier?
A most serious accusation against your ward, sir.
He robbed me.
Of what, precisely? Wait for me in my library.
Don't give me that look. Victor cheats when he plays Pharaoh. Everyone knows it.
What's Pharaoh? I've never played that.
Who are you talking to?
No one, monsieur.
You'll be happy to learn I persuaded Olivier to leave off calling the Marshalsea. Again.
Je vous remercie, monsieur.
What is this? The 6th time? The 7th? Perhaps a new hobby might be better for your health.
Well, I find playing cards affords many opportunities for fresh air and exercise.
We'll talk about this later. I have business in town and must collect Elise before I can attend to it.
Elise is here.
Only for the night. She returns to Paris first thing tomorrow.
She'll need an escort, won't she, with you so preoccupied?
One of you running amok is quite enough. Remain here and see if Olivier has any chores for you.
Sure he does.
What was that?
Give my regards to Elise.
Sequence 1, memory complete! Oh, I have to hit my controller to change it back to the buttons. Continue to rate this memory. It's been so long since playing this game. And happy 2022 to you as well, anti-vaxxer. And don't worry about that. I feel like I jumped at things at that a bit more than I should have as well. It's water under the bridge, and it is what it is. It's a fresh new year. Exciting new stuff, I hope. We shall see what this year holds. I'm hopeful for this year. We shall see. They perceive the negative feedback of the game's launch as the players not liking the new changes they did, thus the big change in the other games. Yeah, I feel like the multiplayer was like the one thing that I like really liked in this game, you know, back when it first came out. So, you know, I really wish they had pursued that more. Like, maybe it's something that'll be pursued more in the future. As I was mentioning before, I do believe that, like, it's been rumored that the next title that they're working on right now is apparently going to be, like, some big multiplayer thing, so we'll see what that's like. Hopefully it turns out pretty alrighty, but we shall see what we have going on here. We'll see if I even have anybody to play it with here for Unity and such. Hello, Hawks. How are you doing today? And Happy New Year. Also, for like a little bit of a heads up on what's going on here for anybody not familiar with Assassin's Creed Unity for the story. So that girl that he met as a child in the, gosh dang it, why am I forgetting the name of the place right now? That girl, Elise, she's the daughter of the person who adopted him after his own father died. So his father was assassinated in the, gosh dang it, why am I blanking on the name? And the man that starts speaking to Arno after his father died is the one who adopted him, who's also the father of Elise. So I believe that was him upstairs. I believe that we were just talking to, and his daughter Elise is coming here. She was traveling somewhere. I don't know. An urgent message has arrived for absent M. de la Serre. Track him down and deliver it post-haste. So that girl they met is basically like his adopted sister stepson. I don't know what the term would be, but they grew up together.
You would love that, wouldn't you?
It'd break my heart.
Olivier, if I weren't here, who'd do all your work for you?
The horses need brushing, boy. Get to it.
Certainement, monsieur. «
See you later. Wow, that is so unrendered over there.
Some trouble, mon ami?
A letter for Sire de la Serre. It's very important.
Oh, calm yourself, Perrault. That letter won't reach Monsieur de la Serre any faster if you drop dead of exhaustion. Give it here. I'll catch
You
him.
must receive it today. It's
Very important. Yes, I heard you the first time. I'll see that he gets it.
I guess I've got a letter to deliver, it seems. Follow the carriage. Can I go up onto the... Yes, it seems like I can. Sweet. Away we go. Did I just hidden blade that? I don't think we have the hidden blade in the story yet because we're not an assassin yet. But I think that animation is just programmed to be like the hidden blade, so whoops. But yeah, and Chuck about to say that sound like the beginning of Pirates of the Caribbean, but in France and with no pirates. Yeah, no pirates this time. In the gosh dang it! In the last couple of games we had pirates with Black Flag and Rogue. Oh, away we go. Doing great. Just got done with Assassin's Creed 4 online trophies. Wait, you freaking did the online stuff? Did you now? Grindiest and most boring mode ever, so you can now 100% the game whenever you get to it. Nice. I didn't even realize the multiplayer was still supported in that. Like the versus. I was just saying how this one was like the first one that introduced multiplayer. The versus was in previous games, but this was the first one with like co-op stuff.
His excuse, wrong carriage.
How'd that happen?
What I need is a bird's eye view.
Synchronization tutorial? The unrendered cathedral over there. I guess this game is meant to be like optimized, you know, on the hardware of the time. Is probably why it's unrendered over there, rather than like, you know, the hardware of 2022. So there we go. Now it renders in. So it technically makes sense when you think of, whoa, yeah. So the climbing's different in this. The engine and climbing was one system for AC1 to Revelations. Climbing and whole engine was another system for the Americas trilogy, and now it's something completely different once again. And this was the one this is when the parkour started getting like flashy in the series. This is when it started getting like fancy schmancy and stuff. But yeah, it was still online and somehow still had people playing it. Interesting. Yeah, I played the Americas games on, gosh dang it, on the Switch when we covered them on the channel. Because I do a lot of Nintendo stuff, so I was like, hey, if AC games are available on the Switch, let's see how the Switch version of them holds up, I suppose. So, you know, I don't have the option for multiplayer on the Switch version. I do own the games on PC as well, so I could technically, like, look into it, but I hadn't even thought that it would, you know, still be a thing. Very quite surprising. It's very faintly coming back to me. It's been so long. It is a very beautiful game, though. Yeah, some things not quite being rendered properly down there, but again, this was designed to be, you know, optimized on the hardware of the time, not the hardware of today. So some things would probably have to, like, not fully load for it to, you know, run properly on said hardware of the time. Huh. Interesting. And still find co-op missions and only been playing for 3 days. Really? Huh. So there's still people playing this game in, like, the co-op and stuff. I find that really fascinating. So maybe we will still be able to find, like, you know, multiplayer games for, not multiplayer games, but, like, parties and stuff like that for when we do wind up doing online stuff in this. Interesting. Hello, lads. Ready to hear the story about the peanuts who were walking out the street? One was assaulted. Peanut? I feel like it might be going over my head a little bit. Press Y to use Eagle Vision and locate guards around you. Aha. Oh, yeah, the Eagle Vision works like this in this game. Oh, yeah. Oh, assaulted. Well, that's where it is. I got you now. Went over my head the first time. No, you see not. Are you kidding me?
Back of the line.
Darn you. Well. Fine. Press B to sheath your weapon. Having a weapon out is a violent action. My weapon is sheathed. I don't know what game you're playing, game, but it's certainly not this one. Alrighty, well, let me just sneak through. Oh yeah, another one of the things of this game was like there would be like more people in the world than ever before. That was another thing I remember, is they wanted to get like denser crowds than ever. With like the new hardware of the time, with like the PS4 and Xbox One and stuff. Let's break out our swords for the line cutter. I'm glad they didn't break out the swords for the line cutter. Thank goodness. The crows are huge in this game. What, like the bird? Okay, I was about to say. I was so confused. I was like, what do you mean, the crows? Yeah. Very huge crowds here. It's so weird coming back to this game after, you know, the past couple of years of playing through the whole series up to this point. You really get to see, like, the evolution of it and such. Find the lower gallery. I assume I'm going through, like, a window or something. Uh-oh. Message sent through about the game having glitches already. I didn't see a message related to that, so maybe not. No. There have been, like, some minor glitches, but I haven't seen, like, any of the major glitches that there were, like, way back in the day. I've heard that apparently a lot of the major glitches from back in the day got patched. Darn it! I wanted that chest! Oh, we're just gonna fight now. Dang it. Well, Twitch might be glitching on you. Well, darn it. Like, we're glitching very slightly up there, but, you know. So far, this doesn't seem to be, like, the glitch fest that I sort of remember from back in the day. Some of the rendering is a bit weird. Like, look at that. Some of the rendering is a little bit weird. A decent bit wonky. For the most part, it's pretty alrighty. Sometimes Twitch deletes comments for no reason. Happened to like 100 times. Well, outplayed, what can I say? Outplayed, what can I say? Speaking of playing video games, when I started streaming this earlier today, I had immediately after gotten a text that was like, oh, your little cousins are wondering if you'd like to come by as well when my mom was going over to my uncle's place and such there. So I tagged along. We had freaking schnitzel and spätzle, dang, I can't pronounce it today. It's a German dish. But it was freaking delicious. Give to me, give to me, give to me. Yes, yes. I got it right. It was really delicious. We played a few games there. We played some Smash Bros. We wound up playing Pikmin 3. It was the first time 1 out of 20 collectibles collected in this district. Heck yeah! So worth it. The first time my little cousin ever played Pikmin, we did some bingo battling. Darn it! And that was pretty fun.
Back of the line.
Back of the line. Did you think that they'd catch on to me by now? Feel like the worst glitch you've seen are some dead bodies kind of spazzing out after falling to the ground. Oh, that's just the freaking Ubisoft mark of quality. That's happened in freaking every single Assassin's Creed game we've played in this series up to this point. As we go through them in order. That happened in every single one. So that's nothing new. That's not a Unity thing. That's just a Assassin's Creed thing. Slash maybe just a Ubisoft thing. I don't know. There's not a massive ton of Ubisoft games I played. Like, I played the Watch Dogs games. I haven't seen it happen in those, but... You know. But yeah. We've definitely seen a lot of bodies spazzing in, like, every single one of these games we've played. So that's certainly been something. Alright, Scusi! I guess we'll see you if you start running while blended. Oh, okay. I should read the tooltips a little bit more, shouldn't I? So the lower gallery, huh? There's no guards in here, I hope. Does that mean that this door is important? B, interact. I was using A to interact at first. Can I interact, please? Okay, well. Don't mind me, just sneaking here. Estates General of 1789. The Estates General was a general assembly representing 3 classes or estates of French society. The clergy, first estate, nobility, second estate, and the peasantry, third estate. Oh my goodness, this is bringing back flashbacks of high school history class. The Estates General was not a legislative body like the English Parliament. Rather, its role was to advise the king, with whom all authority lay. This was gone from my memory until reading it just now, but I remember studying this in history class. I often imagine what it might be like to be a king. I think my first rule would be to make all the crime illegal. Boom, just like that, you're welcome. I assume that that's a note of some technician on the thing in the story. It was infrequently called before the onset of the revolution. The last meeting of the Estates General was in 1614. The Estates General sat for several weeks in May and June 1789 to address the financial crisis facing the realm, thanks in no small part to the French government's role in financing the American Revolution. The meeting quickly came to an impasse over the first item on the agenda, however. Whether the Estates General should vote collectively by estate, which would give an advantage to the first and second estates, or vote individually, which would give a much more numerous third estate the advantage. Deadlocked, the deputies of the third estate began to discuss political reforms rather than the financial crisis that had been the original agenda. The meeting of the Estates General dissolved when the Third Estate declared itself the National Assembly and announced that it would conduct the nation's affairs. First and Second Estates were invited to join the Assembly, but it was clear which way the political wind was blowing. The French Revolution was beginning. Yeah, so this is coming back to me now. The Third Estate of, like, the peasantry and, like, the lower class in their own like private assembly was just like, hey, we're way more in numbers than they are anyway. So if we just decide that we're the government and we're in charge, what's to stop them? So they just decided that they were the government now, and they called themselves the National Assembly. So, and thus, you know, the framework was built for the French Revolution. It's coming back to me now. My history classes are coming back to me. But yeah, I remember that was the way my history teacher described it. Basically just said, yeah, they just decided they were the government now. Like, they have greater numbers, so what was to stop them? What was to stop them if they decide they're the government? Like, what's the previous government gonna do about it? You know? So, there was that. There are way too many effects going on with the game. Literally, there's a wobbly effect that shows up when you walk through a door frame. I didn't notice that. That I did not see. Oh, so this is the thingamabob then. That meeting of the estates. Man, I think when I first played Assassin, hold on, how long ago did I take high school history class? I'm in my 5th year of university now, and this game came out 7 years ago, approaching 8 years ago. So I think I played this game before my actual history classes on the French Revolution. So looking at this now and seeing these things is like, oh, I know what that is. Were you just falling, good sir? Locate my target. Who's my target? Am I trying to find Elise? Or I'm trying to find the Mr. Dudo that I'm giving the letter to, right? I think. So the Eagle Vision has a cooldown. Okay. Wait, so is he in there somewhere? Wait, do I have to like push through people or like Oh, okay, there he is. Right over there. But he's leaving. Okay. There's no way you saw me in the crowd from there. Freaking screw you. Also, I need to alt-tab off for a hot second to adjust something on OBS real quick. Let's see here. There we go. Just need to make sure I have something visible on OBS real quick. Should be A-okay now. So let's go. Database entry unlocked King Louis. Do I want to read up on a lot of these? Was never meant to become king, but his father died in 1765, followed by his 2 older brothers. When his grandfather, Louis XV, I believe that is, died in 1774, he came to the throne for which he was ill-prepared. Louis and his wife failed to provide France with an heir for 70 years to the derision of the French people. Even the celebrations of their wedding day would end in tragedy with the death of 100 Parisians. I can't pronounce it. Following a stampede at a fireworks display. An indecisive man, in the words of one deputy, the king spent his whole life saying each evening that he was mistaken that same morning. As his younger brother, the future Charles X, would say. Not without irony, trying to get Louis to hold a position was like trying to hold greased billiard balls together. I don't think that we're gonna read like most of these thingamabobs, but reading through a lot of these things makes me intrigued at like what the experience of you know, Assassin's Creed Unity would be if you do take the time to like read, you know, every single one of these entries, you know. If you do take the time for it. This is because it goes in depth. These are long entries. They're not just like the short little blurbs that we've seen in, you know, a lot of the previous games. Unless I just didn't take enough time to read the previous ones, you know, but.
So, who or what will take its place? Another king? A council of capable men?
That is the question, isn't it?
A truce, then.
What the devil was that about?
Rude?
Now, we can resolve this without recourse to violence, can't we? Get him, Hugo! I suppose not.
Combat tutorial? Second combat tutorial, I guess? Okay, I should have it remember. That's not how English works. I should remember how it works from the thing we brought before. There we go, attacks parried. Cool. Okay. Okay.
Easy, big fella.
Attacks dodged. Okay. Whoa, how about you don't? So that shows like the heavier attacks. I got it. I understand, I think.
You can't take us.
Now you're getting up again? You just changed your mind? You were out for the count, but you changed your mind. Whoa! Darn it. Okay, so I gotta dodge the heavier ones, it seems like. I got it. I understand the things, I think. There we go. What?
Not your day, is it, Victor?
And Perry sends, I'm now seeing that from Shuck. I appreciate it.
Health, gentlemen. You boy, stop! What are you doing there? Running.
Best guards ever. Guards in blue are the police. If you attack or kill anyone in their line of sight, they will attack. Okay, see ya. See ya. Places to be. You must escape the area. See you later. Oh yeah, the way things are rendering in is definitely a bit weird. Is it because I'm running on like the ultra high detail? Did you just shoot me? How freaking rude. I'm going up. See you later. I got places to be, so see you later. I will become anonymous. Just you wait. Well, there's no way they get me here. There's no way they get me here. There we go.
Catch them back at home, I suppose.
I suppose you'll have to deliver your letter then. There we go, memory complete. Sweet, I even did the challenges and stuff. Wow.